So guys, recently there have been so many new perfume releases that I decided to take a minute and let you know about those most exciting ones and also the ones that we could easily skip. So if you want to find out what's new for summer 2025, make sure to keep on watching. And of course, if you like this content, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell if you'd like to stay updated. And without any further ado, let's get started with a new drop from the Italian niche brand Lorenza Pazalia, or Pazalia, that is really known for its beast mode character, and Lorenza is rocking the niche world. And with the new drop Speechless that I've already tried at songs, it is like the best juicy, refreshing, long-lasting type of a positive fragrance that you can imagine for the summertime, because it is loaded not only with citrusy but also with fruity and even floral woody notes, so with a little bit of cannabis for that fun part. And if you are looking for the new, fresh, energetic, positive type of fragrance for the summertime that will last and perform well, I've already tried it, can confirm that it checks all the boxes. However, I'm looking forward to some other of his upcoming releases. Now, let's move on to another great niche friend, imaginary authors that you guys might remember. I'm a big fan of, have been always so into their creative fragrances literally since the beginning of my channel, and their two new releases are really interesting. My name is calling the one that is called A Little Secret, not only because there is note of cherry, marzipan, patchouli, pie crust, raw cane sugar, but also because there are spicy alcoholic nuances, and I have strong feelings to really like it because it seems to be on this sweet gourmand but also dark side. And the other one is actually the complete opposite, that is called How to Say Bicycle in French. And to be honest with you, it seems to be a very herbaceous composition with notes of lavender, basil, rosemary, sage, and typically I'm not that into aromatic fragrances. By the way, another update which is a little bit sad from this brand is that they discontinued one of my OG favorites from them called Oh Unknown, which was such a great tea fragrance. Speaking of which, let's move on to another new release, this time from Eldo, that is called Above the Waves, and it seems to be like a fresh tea rose fragrance with notes of bergamot and frankincense, rose, tea, cedar, and vetiver. It's kind of like this aromatic, very fresh tea rose that I imagine from this brand, which might be interesting. And speaking of those rosy fragrances, let's talk about another new release in that style, but this time from Lancome. And I've just showed a good friend of mine who I wanted to introduce to rose fragrances, their rose collection, because believe me, if you're new to this note or you want to experience it from all the different sides, they have the entire collection, which is very complex, and there you can find all different kinds of roses: sweet, dark, clean, floral, whatever you can think of, they got it. And I don't know if it was necessary to add another addition to the rose collection. I really want them to release more interesting commercial perfume, but Rose from the Dark sounds lovely by the name. However, the notes are too simple. Amber with the rose, with musk. I mean, like, we really need to check that out in order to kind of like get an idea how it's gonna smell. It can be lovely, or it can be just another rose fragrance. And although I'm a big fan of those, I really want my roses to be special. Now let's move on to another fragrance that sounds promising, although a little bit scary too, and that is the one from Rammstein. Now the thing is, kerosene is not necessarily the most interesting name for the perfume. Well, it's not that appealing, but Rammstein is really known for, you know, calling their fragrances all different names, and the notes in here are on the contrary very lovely. Skin accord, salt, skill, mineral notes, musk. Maybe it's gonna be like a lovely, beautiful, pleasant fragrance with a very off-putting name. I really need to wait till it appears in German drugstores, so I might get back to you on that. And I can already let you know how I feel about Mossy Bottom. What a funny name, from Lush, because I've already tried it. And when you look at the notes, it's nothing special. There is just bergamot, sandalwood, and neroli, but it's a lovely mossy type of a green fragrance indeed, with something sparkling that might be coming from Neroli that I really liked. And by the way, this name is everything because it reminds me of Bikini Bottom, and I've just started to watch SpongeBob for the first time in my life, and in German it is hilarious. I tried to watch it in Ukrainian, no way, that's my mother language, and I'm just not getting that. In English, which is the original language, I don't like the voices, but in German it is so good. We watched a couple of episodes before sleeping, and guys, I'm absolutely in love with SpongeBob and you know, Squidward, I guess his name in English, and the way he sleeps. Ooh. Ooh, I mean, like, adorable. Absolutely love that, but I digress. Let's actually switch it up and talk about some Arabian launches. And oh my gosh, there is no day that some kind of a Middle Eastern brand wouldn't launch a new perfume. I've already shared with you my most favorite fragrances from every popular Arabic Middle Eastern brand out there, so please check out that video in case you want to get into that style of fragrances but you don't really know where to start, because it can be overwhelming, not only because their perfume collections are enormous but also because they are constantly releasing new stuff. So let's talk about the ones that I noticed, and these are just those that I found interesting. So there is Nudo Tutti Frutti from the fragrance world, and I've already ordered like the purple bottle in the past because it got compared to Oriana, and it was like a very cheap version of that Parfums de Marly fragrance. And why I'm excited about this? Well, there's pineapple, melon, tangerine, and this gummy candies accord, and it got compared to the fragrance I am so in love with. Actually, guys, little update, I think I will get Kirky by MFK. I know I'm aware of all the issues of that fragrance, and I've already covered that as well as shared with you my opinion in the review on this fragrance, so you might want to check out that video in case you've been interested in a Kirky. But the only thing I'm a little bit scared of is that this fragrance is also comparing to Kirke by Tiziana Terenzi, and I hate that. Like, I don't get the hype. It's too aggressive. It is way too synthetic to me personally. It's just like a very annoying type of a perfume, but Kirky is just soft and mellow. So in case you've already tried it, please tell me if it's more similar to Kirke or Kirky. That is very important to me. And the next one that is actually very expensive for the ARAB brand, I was thinking about getting Signature Pearl from the fragrance world, because once I saw the notes, I immediately thought of my beloved Amouage's Guidance, hazelnut, peach, a ton of beautiful powdery notes. I mean, like, the vibe is the same, but it seems to be pretty expensive, and I'm currently working on a video where I'm gonna share with you some alternatives to the beautiful Guidance by Amouage that is very expensive. So I wanted to share with you some fragrances that are similar, or at least in that style, but I guess I won't get that signature blend from the fragrance world, because otherwise you could just get Guidance. Anyway, let's move on to the fragrance that is called Veneno Bianco from French Avenue. Now, I don't have many fragrances from them, if any at all, and I really like the notes of this fragrance because there are so many white flowers, tiare flower, which is unusual. Most often it's jasmine or tuberose, but tiare flower sounds very tropical, especially in combination with ylang ylang. My gosh, that is giving me vacation vibes. And to me personally, the most exciting notes, in addition to white flowers, which can be very opulent, and there are many of those, but in here they are in company with milk and coconut. So either is going to be this lovely lactonic vibe, and neroli seems to be a big note in there as well. I'm there for it also because it got compared to Sun-Kissed Goddess by Killian that I've just tried and liked it a lot, but it was too much of the Suntan lotion, and for Killian's price I'm just not getting that. But anyway, with that being said, let's talk about something a little bit different in terms of how it seems to smell, because this Opus Grenade, also from the French Avenue, seems to be like a lovely, more fresh, more floral, I think even see-through fragrance with note of lychee, water lily, peony. Most of the times fragrances these days seem to be so saturated, powerful, intense, and this is like more lovely, more fresh, more ethereal, and it got compared to Amouage's Laneige, and I really like that. I found it very lovely, and anytime perfumes get compared to Amouage, I find like their creativity, their quality is so on point, and the prices accordingly to that. So yeah, anyway, I'm really into that, and maybe I will get it. Actually, I want to get a couple of Lattafas fragrances, and we are going to talk about the new upcoming one that is already on my wish list for that video really soon. But let me know about your favorite Lattafas fragrances, because my collection of Middle Eastern perfumes consists most out of Lattafas fragrances. Anyway, this one is from French Avenue. It's called Gracia, and it seems to be like this lovely ambrette to vanilla musk sweet tuberose that, according to the notes, judging by the pyramid, seems to be like Blanche Bette, and I really like that scent profile. So with that being said, now let's talk about Lattafas. Petra, oh my god, their visuals on Instagram, the notes, and the fragrances it gets compared to are just like not only calling, they're screaming my name, and I don't know why I still haven't gotten it yet, because it seems to be like a dupe for Quattro Piazzi by Xerjoff, and I found that to be a very beautiful, interesting take on the note of tuberose, and this one has very lovely notes of fruit, plum, coconut, tuberose, and sweetish vanillic tones in the dry down. So I think it's going to be a very beautiful, textural, more grown up take on maybe like a boozy tuberose. Very interesting for sure. Maybe you've already tried it. Please tell me if it's worth it, if the quality is there, because yeah, I'm anticipating that one, as well as all the new launches from Theodore Scolatinis. Now, I have a lot of his perfumes. I'm a fan of the brand. They have rather affordable fragrances of great quality, always so creative, a little bit heavy on gourmands, and these new ones, especially with the matcha ice cream, I mean, like, I'm such a sucker for matcha, and I'm so happy that it is really trending at the moment. Unfortunately, not in the perfumery to the extent I'd like it to, but at least everywhere else, especially matcha with a strawberry combination. You know how much I love strawberry in perfumes. I'm obsessed with that note. I'm working on my top list. I can't wait for the new release from Pearlescent with strawberry, with beautiful notes that sound so delicious for the summertime. Literally, once I get it, I'll put together a really nice strawberry top list for you, which is amazing for summertime. But yeah, anyway, unfortunately, there is no strawberry in this composition, but there is this note of matcha that I really like in perfumes. I find that it's like the best green note that you could add to your fragrance, in my personal opinion, just because I'm not the biggest fan of them. But there are a couple of other new releases from this brand that I find, yeah, I would definitely love. So I'm seriously thinking of blind buying them, but then I need some Lattafas, and I'm also dreaming about Existence by Amouage. Oh my god, I have this blotter sprayed with a perfume that I keep in my bathroom, and anytime I get a whiff, I'm just in heaven. Such a beautiful fragrance. And I've also tried the not a new one from Killian, Musk Butterfly. It came out a couple of years ago, and I've been wanting to get it so bad since then, and just now it appeared in the shops, and once I tried it, my gosh, my world turned upside down. It's not necessarily the most unique and unusual perfume out there, but there is something about Killian's fragrances that gets me every time, and I liked how grown up, beautiful, a little bit sharp that fragrance smelled. So I'm looking for dupes now, and I found couple of ones that it gets compared to. Today I will try to get Dita Fonte's fragrance that yeah, is kind of similar to that, but I remember trying it and not being like really massively impressed. And there seems to be a straight up dupe for it by the Dua brand. Now, I have very hit or miss experience with that one, but unfortunately they stopped shipping to Germany. I'm crazy. Like, guys, if you can help me out, if I can get those fragrances somehow, I don't know how to do that. And I'm a little bit afraid that by the time I will manage to get the fragrances, I'll be over that musk butterfly stage of mine. But I really want the dupe, because they seemed to duped it exactly, and that's probably going to be most accurate dupe, or like similar inspired fragrance, you know what I mean? I don't know what to do. I have issues, but not that bad as it could be. Anyway, Dua brand has also so many new releases, and it bothers me that there is something about the shipping every time or customs that these American brands, I could complain that so much fun stuff is there that is so hard to get here in Europe. I just hate that. But let's end this video on the positive note and very luxurious release from the brand Ormangine called Vanilla Mistral. Now I have something very fun on the vanilla topic coming up for you, so make sure to stay tuned. I'd love to have you here. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. I post videos on a regular basis, and here I hope you'll get valuable content. But anyway, this perfume seems to be very unusual for vanilla, and I am the biggest fan of this note. I have so many perfumes in my collection featuring vanilla, where vanilla is the dominant note, and I have nothing quite like it, because in here you get not only vanilla but also woods, as well as violet and fig that I'm a big fan of, and pistachio that is trending hard, and I'm still working on my best of episode. You always need to have some patience with me when I collect those fragrances, because it takes you know, time, money, and also kind of a little bit of research. But that's like the very much in note that has been trending for a while now, and to me the most exciting and catchy one is pomegranate in combination with cardamom. So it seems to be like a very beautiful unexpected take on vanilla with a bunch of my favorite notes, and this is brand that always delivers highest quality. So if I happen to get my hands on this fragrance, I'd be so happy, and I'll be definitely back with my update on all of these, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what new fragrances are you most excited about, and if there are any questions left, I'm here to answer them. Feel free to request future content in the commentary section. Shop perfumes with my discount. There's gonna be a link down below in the description box, so check it out for more information, and please give this video a huge thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my social media and stay tuned. Smell good. We'll see you next one really soon. Bye guys!